Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 9 of the San Marino Challenge. Today's episode is going to be a game against Vigazio. We're also going to go over the league table, and of course the fixtures as well. Now, as you can see, we are currently only 1 point ahead of Mantova. We've choked a little bit. A couple of not so great fixtures. You know, we haven't played too well in some of these games, and of course that has meant Mantova have essentially caught back up to us from where we were before, or at the end of the previous episode. So, yeah, things aren't great on that front, but, you know, we've got to make sure that we turn things around and press on with our promotion push. And winning the league, of course, or winning the group that we are currently in. Now, there is one thing I should go over. We have brought in one player, and that is Matteo Adamo. I literally brought him in the day after we finished the last episode. As you can see, he's a very, very talented centre midfielder. He can play both the advanced playmaker and the Mazzala. But I do like him as the advanced playmaker a little bit more. Although, he does have some pretty good attacking stats. Maybe he's a Mazzala. I think I might play him as a Mazzala. Of course, we've got Gasperi, who is the advanced playmaker at the moment. But the only unfortunate thing with Adamo is the fact that he can't be registered to play any games in the league. So, we won't really get to see what he can do until next season. We also brought in Mercy, who I didn't go over last episode, purely for the fact that I signed him to try and become a centre defender because he's got the stats for it. But he hasn't been playing, and I don't think he's going to develop into a centre back, unfortunately. We'll see how he goes, but yeah. I just didn't really want to mention him last episode because he's not very relevant, and he's probably not going to play much this season and going into the future as well. One other thing that we're looking at is this guy, Lorenzo Trillo, and he is a left wing back, or a left back. Pretty solid considering what's out there, and as you can see, the scouts rate him very highly, a 98 on the report card there. Good pace, good tackling, and he's pretty good going forward as well. Only 22 years of age, could be a decent little prospect. Not a prospect, but a first-team contender. We'll say that. Now, there is one more thing to look at before we get into the fixtures, and that is the youth intake for this season. Pretty disappointing overall. I have only signed, 3 players? Yeah. I mean, I can do this, can't I? Transfer history, youth. Maybe not. That's all the youth players we got. How do I look at? Anyway, I'll try and remember them. The first player was Semprini, though. As you can see, San Marinese goalkeeper. So it's a positive. He doesn't even have the Italian nationality as his second, so that's kind of the players that we're looking for in terms of how we're going to manage the national team in the future. We want as many good quality single nationality San Marinese players, because oftentimes the ones with Italian nationality as well can often want to play for Italy a lot more than they would want to play for San Marino. The next player was Samuel Getty. And yeah, unfortunately he's just Italian, so yeah, and unfortunately he's an attacking midfielder and a winger. So we're going to try and train him as a centre mid to try and fit our tactic as a Mazzala. I mean, he's 3.5 star potential. He's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, he's pretty good, but probably just not going to be what we need him to be at the moment. I think the next... yeah, he was brought in last season. Was it Casali? I think it was, yeah. And then I think we only signed 3 players. I think Casali is the third. As you can see, he's just a San Marinese central midfielder. We've got a couple of them now, a couple decent centre midfielders. As you can see, he does have the second nationality, which is, like I said, a little bit annoying. But, we just got to hope and pray that these second or 2 nationality players do choose to, in fact, play for San Marino once that sort of becomes an issue for us. Let's go into the fixtures. Of course, the previous episode was the victory over Mantova. What a victory it was. We did manage to follow that up with a 1-0 victory over Calvina. Donati with the only goal in that away game. We then pulled off a pretty excellent result over Crema. A 1-0 victory at home. As you can see, Raza getting the only goal of the game there as well. And we also had Donati sent off at the end with 2 yellow cards. We then managed to beat Reggio Audace 2-1. Marconi and Gasperi with a penalty. This next game, honestly, I have no idea how we played this badly to draw 4-4 at home to Grimalese, who essentially were in the relegation spots. 4-4. I couldn't believe my eyes, and the fact that they were leading. They kept leading. It was like 3-2, 3-3. I think we did go 4-3, and then we slipped up, as you can see with the penalty there. But yeah, Evaristi on the score sheet, and we got Raza with a hat-trick. And I mean, one of their players getting 2 goals in 10 minutes. So yeah, I mean, this is one of the games, one of the poor fixtures that I was talking about. We should have won this game. Simple as that. Just a really disappointing draw there, to be honest. The next game was the Serie D Cup quarterfinal against Aprilia Racing. And it went to penalties. No extra time, of course, in this cup competition. And we drew 1-1. And we managed to take it out on penalties, which was surprising because I think last season we lost on penalties in the cup. We managed to get it back, and we're into the semi-finals now of the Serie D Cup. So pretty happy with that. Gasperi on the score sheet for us in that one. And the most recent game I played was the disappointing loss to Pavia. 2-1 loss. I mean, it was away from home, but Pavia, I think they were in 4th, and I think they're in 3rd now. And we've actually lost to them both games, home and away this season. Which is really, really disappointing, to be honest. We lost, as you can see, right at the top there. There it is. 2-1. Another 2-1 loss to them. And another red card. Yeah, as you can see, Pasquini got sent off with 2 yellow cards in the 46th minute. So it was the first minute into the new half. And he managed to get sent off. They then scored the 2 goals in 2 minutes. We got one back through Raza, but it was too little too late. And being a man down, we were never looking like we were going to score after that anyway. So yeah, really, really disappointing loss there. And that has meant that Mantova have caught up to us. And as you can see, Pavia, they're still in 4th. My bad. I thought they might have crept up a little bit, but they're still in 4th. Today's game is going to be a pretty tough one. Vigazio, they are in 8th currently, 8th position. They're sort of the bottom of the top half in terms of the teams in the league. So it's not going to be easy. I mean, it is a home game, so I guess that's one of the positives. If we look at the finances here as well, 75,000 in the red. Not looking good at all. But let's get into today's lineup. So unfortunately, we have Raza out with a suspension. Of course, Pasquini also out with a suspension, but I mean, I don't really care about him after last game. And another thing to mention, Marconi picked up a three-week injury or 2-week injury, something like that. And we've really been missing him over these last, 3 or 4 games. So yeah, today's lineup is going to be San Giorgi in goals. Going to go with Salcuni, Gramizzi, and Capozzi as our 3 centre-backs. They're all rocks at the back, to an extent. And I've stuck with them pretty much all season. Then we're going to go with Mingucci on the right wing, or in the right wing back position. Manolace, unfortunately. I really don't like playing this guy. He's going to be the left wing back. As you can see, he's on a 6.63 average rating at the moment. So, yeah, it's just really poor. Pellini will be the defensive midfielder. Then we're going to go with Fabri, Gasperi, and Donati as our 3 centre mids. And unfortunately as well, with Raza out with the suspension, we're going to go with Salustio up front, who hasn't scored a goal this season. And he's also whinging about first team football. So we'll give him a chance. Let's see if he can score a goal, I guess. I mean, if he wants to stay at the club, he needs to score a goal. And today would be a great time for him to do that. The bench today is going to be Pozzi, Stefanelli, Diadario, Grandoni, Costanzo, Evaristi, and Vassallo. I was very tempted to play Vassallo today, but I just thought Salustio, he just recently, like a couple of days ago, started whinging. I'm just going to go with I expect to win. Let's see if that'll work. I was going to go with we could potentially slip up the league, or the lead we have in the league. But I think that could put a lot of pressure on them. I don't really want to do that, if I'm being honest, because we could easily choke. And Manolace is just so terrible. That's why I'm signing the new left back, or the wing back. He's so bad. His contract does run out at the end of the season, so he'll be gone. But having him as the backup it just worries me. And I feel like with him in the team, we're just never gonna. Well, he's never going to perform, and we're very susceptible because of it. I guess that's kind of down to me. I did bring him into the club, but it's just so frustrating. Anyways, we're bringing the ball forward through Manolace. And don't give away a red card, mate. Donati, what a goal. Beautiful little curling, kind of looked top corner, but yeah, what a nice little goal there. Donati's played really well this season. I honestly, I didn't rate him. I didn't think he was going to be anywhere near good enough. His technicals are pretty low, but he just seems to score goals and get the job done. So he's found his way into the first team. Oh, that was a nice little shot from Fabri. Fabri's another one. Obviously, I want to play the San Marinese youth prospects we get into the team, but I put him in and he's sort of just become a first teamer as well. I mean, his stats are a little bit better than Donati, but yeah, they're both youngsters have just sort of done really well. As Salustio is on a 6.4, we're going to take him off. He's absolutely rubbish. Okay, we'll do that. Come on, boys. Let's get another goal. Pellini, Manolace, playing with the ball at the back. Could be dangerous. Fabri out wide. Mingucci. Vassallo. Thank you. Only his second goal of the season. Of course, we had all the goal scoring worries at the start of the season before I actually started playing Raza and brought him up from the under-20s. So good to see Vassallo on the score sheet there. I probably should have started with him, although he might not have scored. So coming off the bench, he's done well. Let's make a quick little sub here. We'll bring, where is he? Costanzo for Gasperi. Yeah, we'll just do that. Good enough. 2-0 up. Come on, boys. Keep the clean sheet. Good block. Is he going to get there? No, he's not. Come on, boys. And I do apologise if you can hear my computer fan in the background. It is currently 42 degrees in Australia, in Sydney, where I live. It's bloody hot. Australian summer, eh? And we're going to give it... Yeah, I knew. I knew we weren't going to keep the clean sheet. Yes, we're going to go with that because I just knew we were going to concede there. I just had that feeling. Anyways, that does look like it's going to be full time. There we go. 2-1 victory. We're back to winning ways. We needed that. We definitely needed that. Alright, well done, lads. Oh, man. All I want to do is get out of Serie D. I want to get promoted so badly. Oh, they lost. Oh, Fiorenzuola managed to beat Mantova 1-0. That is a big, big loss. We're back to 4 points, boys. Alright, I like that. Good way to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like. And apart from that, take it easy, and I'll see you next time.